to be someone you love when your day breathes. What's up, everybody? Hi. That's right. You saw the rotation today. We're going to be listening to the Jonas Brothers, Ed Sheeran, and Louis Capaldi, back to back to back. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I have a feeling it's going to be painful. My name is Bradley. You already know what it is. And today we are going to be reacting, first of all, to Jonas Brothers, The Album. Now, this is the newest album by the Jonas Brothers called The Album. I have not enjoyed any of these guys' collaborative projects. Nick Jonas had a bit of stuff that I was kind of interested in for a while, but no, as a collective, they are making the same watered-down pop garbage that they were when they were basically Disney plants, and it's bad. I heard that, what is it, Waffle House? Yeah, Waffle House. That song was ass. And I'm scared that the rest of this album's gonna be equally ass. In fact, I'd be surprised if there was anything about this album, titled again, The Album, that I cared about at all.
I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone.
So it's 32 minutes, and unless this thing comes through with a miracle, I'm expecting a very painful 32 minutes of boredom and lack of stimulation. First song, Miracle, which is what I'm hoping for from this album. Alright.
In life, there's people that hustle.
Jersey. Okay. Alright, we have James Brown at home.
Never walk around storm, but you really soak my body. My head's all riding in a sandstorm. Screaming like a side street, deep up in July heat, make a grown man cry out. The places that your hands go.
Yeah, I listen to shit like this, and you know, it's music like this that helped me realize that K-pop is definitely not as extreme as a lot of people in the US think it is. So this is basically that, but like here, I smell #1 hit. I ain't gonna lie, this is a full-blown bop. I like the production a lot on this song. I think that it's very sugary and poppy, which is exactly what I expected. But honestly, so far, I gotta say, this song is setting the precedent for something that is just an easy listen. Of course, the lyrics are gonna be tacky, but I don't know, man. Maybe I just have a high tolerance for that right now, because I'm kind of fucking with it.
Places that your hands go.
White Thundercat with violin. I mean, that's the thing, is it does feel like it's taking all these influences and just like basically bleaching them. But I don't know, man. Like, it's gonna be a long stream. I'll take the wins where I can. I'll be honest with you, if I heard that on the radio, I'd be like, all right, you know what? This does feel like, look, it's cheesy, you know? These guys are way too old to be making shit like this. Did they even write this crap? I don't know, man. This doesn't seem like something grown-ass men would write. You also know that something's up when there's a release of this album and then a Target exclusive release of the album. That always is a little bit sus. Alright, I'm trying to figure this out here. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, this is the biggest ad I've ever seen! Explicit? Bro, Jon Bellion? What the who the hell are all these people? Well, Jon Bellion, yeah, that actually kind of explains quite a bit. It explains why it has a decent enough funky move to it, but yeah, wow. Jon Bellion, dude. I'll be honest with you, though, I kind of fuck with it, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Jonas Brothers, I'm supposed to hate it, but I gotta go with my gut and say, you know what, I moved along with it, I didn't hate it, you know? I gotta let the cynic in me die a little bit. I liked more than I hated. It's a light smiley ball. That's right, I actually kind of fuck with it a little bit, okay? Alright? Hey, don't cancel me, alright? Basically a 10 out of 10, alright? I'm gonna say it, man, this shit is okay, it's okay. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of pop sugar in your life. Next song, Montana, yo, French Montana Sky. Okay, we literally have Silk Sonic at home. Cheesy ass instrumental, weak ass singing. This is probably what other people heard on the last song that I didn't mind as much because maybe it was in a style I liked a little bit more, but this immediately starts to feel like, so this is rough. terrible. Xbox 360 football game core. It's Target music, literally. Did Jon Bellion write everything on this album? 1, 2. Okay, so you got the 3 boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 additional writers on this shit, man. Come on, man. What kind of boardroom garbage is this? How do you even have 7 writers on a fucking song? This is a literal boardroom. It's 10 writers total for this shit, dude. Oh, this is rough. 1 writer per line. Oh yeah, no, the vocal, I almost said vocal line. Yeah, no, the autotune is so intense on this track that it sounds like borderline parody. I don't know why it's tuned up to 11, but I think that this song sounds terrible. I think that it sounds like the definition of overbaked. I feel myself cringing at just how over the top this song is while simultaneously delivering a really dorky sound palette underneath it. So red headphones. Wow. I mean, I don't know what it was about the first song that made me kind of happy, but this one immediately just destroyed my optimism. Sale 50% on clothing at JCPenney type beat. First song had that disco retro bait that nobody can wholeheartedly hate. Yeah, well, I can wholeheartedly hate this, whatever this fucking Montana Sky garbage is. All right, let's move on. Hot take, I actually really like Stay by the Kid Laroi. That is a hot take. That song is straight ass. Next song, Wings. Okay. Out of all retail stores, which is most likely to play this song, that's the easiest question in the world. Target. Yeah, auto-tune is so... Dude, you hear that shit, bro? The warbling of it? Beat isn't bad. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm a little confused by some of the distinct choices here, but I do appreciate that there's a little bit more creativity to the sound of this one. This kind of feels like pop slush. Okay, I have a weird feeling that Jon Bellion also had something to do with this one. Because this also sounds like Jon Bellion had his touch to this. Yeah, of course, Jon Bellion's on this. In fact, he's... Yeah, vocal producer Jon Bellion, produced by Jon Bellion as the top guy. So yeah, I guess this is Jon Bellion's album as well, which I feel like is kind of beneficial towards it, because I feel like Jon Bellion is at least enough of a wild card to where even though I don't like the majority of his stuff, I feel like there could be something that pops through that really scratches the brain. Here is an example where it's not very clean. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I feel like just judging it as run-of-the-mill, boring-ass pop music is... Well, I do feel like it does fit. There could be a little bit more. Just could be. Maybe a little bit. So it's worth paying at least a little attention to because of the Jon Bellion production, but... What am I kidding? What am I even talking about? Who knows? Music for a waffle restaurant. Waffle Stomp House, yeah. Well, I think there's some interesting production choices here. I find the song overall to be extremely mediocre, uninspiring, and yeah, I mean, the writing is so beyond run-of-the-mill. I just find the entire thing to just be a very empty experience, even though I feel like Jon Bellion adds a little bit of touch of interesting to the instrumental. I don't think it necessarily makes it good. It's a low shrug to a red headphones, but at least like a 4 out of 10 for me. You know, not like the worst thing I've ever heard, but certainly pretty bad still. All right, makes you want to go golfing. I don't like wait, Returns is here. Oh God, next song, Sail Away. Stars over Santa Fe. Leave the mental, need to just let go. Let's just let go. Bro, you rhyme spiritual with or physical with spiritual. Guys, he did the thing. Doesn't sound too bad. Okay. Transcendentalistical tempo? Is that a word? Transcendentalistical? Looks like they combined two words together. You in 6th grade trying to sound smart. Bro, me in 6th grade realizing I have to turn in a 500-word essay, and I realized that I have to use less brain power if I use bigger words. So I just intentionally make sentences longer with big words. Oh, it's auto-tune. This is definitely Jon Bellion's doing. It's a very Jon Bellion thing right here. Oh shit. You're right. I wasn't on private session. No, it can't be. No. This is a disaster. Well, that was Sail Away, and I gotta say, lyrically, it's probably the most insulting thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's as if it had no ideas and just picked from the... You guys remember that? It's like that South Park episode making fun of Family Guy where it's a bunch of walruses picking random keywords. It's like that, except for instead of 4 buckets where it would actually make for something random, you know, it's more just like 1 bucket where it's just like sailing away, flying away, Montana skies. This one, it's just fucking sail away. I mean, I feel like Jon Bellion does his best to at least add a little bit of a touch of creativity to the end of the song, which I think actually kind of... Wait, hold on a second. Gray Day, Suicide Boys, Ghost Main, City Morgue, Cemetery, and Ramirez. Damn, hold on a second. That doesn't sound too bad. A bunch of millionaire metrosexuals who've never done a hard day's work in their life, but they figured out words and phrases they can use to pander to their audiences. Quote Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham is very good at melting things down into a very generic and basic way that paints people very negatively. Just like Hassan. Ugh, you know what I'm saying? No shade. Maybe a little shade. Anyways, Sail Away is... Look, if it wasn't the Jonas Brothers and someone else wrote this song, I'd be like, this sounds like someone that might be an industry plant. However, because it's the Jonas Brothers, I'm like, this is someone who is... literally an industry plant. And I gotta say, this sounds more industry planty than Sunroof. Red headphones.
Dog.
Still, they tried. But no. Hassan made Graduation, though. Mr. Jonas and the Joe Steppers. I like Bo Burnham, but he's the definition of performative white liberal media. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I got no problems with Bo Burnham, but I can't watch that shit, man. Tina, though, on the other hand, Tina gets it. You know, Tina connects with that. She's like into watching like Hassan all the time. Like that's the thing is I agree with a lot of the things Hassan says. I just can't fucking watch him at all. I just can't sit down and listen to him. It's Chinese water torture to me. Next song, Americana. Oh no. Bop beep. Yeah. Also, Jon Bellion literally, so Jon Bellion was a big part of the AJR blueprint, right? Quite literally. So, and then Jon Bellion was, of course, inspired by other stuff, but like Jon Bellion was like the middleman, you know what I mean? And so if you ever say, this sounds like AJR, that's not a coincidence.
Americana, blue jeans, never wanna type of friends that show love, but picking on you.
The one that go, yeah.
Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again. The one that goes.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. You know, I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say that, like, through a lot of the musical influences throughout this. Immediately jumping into my brother is your brother and my sister is your sister is a little bit strange. I will say that's where I'm going to leave it at. Is it just makes me squint a little bit. Sweet Home Americana.
DJ Khaled, we the best. Who we know.
Yeah, this whole album so far is basically this soundbite.
A cook makes, a thief takes.
No interesting ideas, completely recycling everything I've heard before. Well, occasionally throwing in a little bit of spice. I feel like the song bumped. You know, it had some nice groovy elements to it. Some beep boop bop bop, skibbity beep boop boop. But I just don't like it overall. That being said, I think it's actually more listenable than some of the others because it has a bit stronger of a groove, which I think comes down the production. And also, I didn't actually cringe too much at the auto-tune, as badly as I did with others. I want to give it a low shrug to a red headphones.
Dog.
A little bit of spice, mayonnaise. The song would have been better if it was just scatting the entire time. Music for a waffle stomp house, I'm telling you. Jonas Brothers is where there's three of them. They're all absolutely identical, just three Jonas clones. Here's the thing. I don't think they're all identical, but I think that they all become identical when they collaborate together, all right? Then they just blend into one really uninteresting unit, so yeah. Next song, Celebrate. Yeah, this is the most Jon Bellion shit I've ever heard in my life.
Through the fire we made it. Look at us now. Tonight we're pulling up to get up and out to
Hey, okay, I fuck with this.
Celebrate with. Celebrate while we got time. Running. We made it through all of the years. Made the moment.
Which Jonas is this? Is this the one that like... Yeah, it's Joe Jonas. Wait, is it? Or is it the other Jonas? Nick Jonas? I think it's Joe Jonas. The one who's probably ended up he probably stopped singing for like a business career or something. You could tell.
We're gonna one step, two step through the ups and the downs as the age old cross the bear. Celebrate with
0 carat magic. Joe Jonas's bizarre adventure. Oh no.
Somebody.
No.
Somebody celebrate with me tonight.
Yo, he said it. All I know is the Jonas Brothers. I actually am a little bit worried for them because this probably goes against their NDA that they had with the new Trolls movie, as to where they probably weren't allowed to release this until that movie released. So quite a bold move on their part. But with that being said, yeah, it's no.
Dog.
Alright guys, it's Waffle Stomp, the one everyone's been waiting for, the best song on the album, you guys. What are your impressions of To Pimp a Butterfly so far? I gotta say, it's kind of overrated. Wasn't expecting so much auto-tune. I heard this one on like the...
We never knew how to forfeit, but we always knew how to talk.
Oh my god, they're so edgy. I said edgy. They're so edgy.
Gasoline on the fire.
Isn't the Waffle House where the president lives? No.
Perfect. We always knew it
It's
would
funky
work.
though.
Something
I like how funky it is.
Something stress is gonna get figured out. Oh, deep conversation that the Waffle House. We try to kid each other, but we always knew how to break.
Sound of this song is actually quite good. I ain't gonna lie, it's weirdly immersive. I like these hey nows. I think that the instrumental is actually really solid. I'm really uninterested in actually what's going on in the song, but you know, I actually understand why this one maybe is a bit more liked. What's up, Haruko? This is 1975 if they had no insufferable writing. They're both, I'll just say they're both equally... Okay. Right, can you skip this ad? I had a weird dream that on Album of the Year, the site that I always use, I filled out an application to apply to like be able to change stuff on it. There is no application feature, but for some reason I in my dream I was like, oh yeah, you just scroll down and go to the... You had a dream you killed somebody last night. You have no idea why. That wasn't a dream, Allie. I'm just saying, you know, check under the floorboards. You dream of Album of the Year. I thought the production on this was so stellar that I actually ended up overall enjoying this song, and I thought it sounded really good on the ears. It's one of those that I immediately was just like, you know, writing off. I didn't like it when I heard it on the radio, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the production hits. It's a light smiley ball. I don't fuck with it. Stellar, yeah, I think it's really well produced. I think it sounds good to the ears. You know, I think it's pop quality. I genuinely don't hate that. And I think it's one of the best of the album. Yeah, I think it sounds good. It sounds good to my ears. I don't mind it. You know, I think that the lyrics are sure. It's like some whitewashed garbage, but I don't know. I kind of like the sound, so whatever. Weren't you just hating on this song earlier? I was, but now I'm not. That's how it goes sometimes. You know, that's why this job is interesting. Yeah. Next one, Vacation Eyes. I'm a part of the problem. Yeah. That's some thick bass. I just fucked your bitch on the beach.
In the moon, and I got a little touch in my left hand.
Ugh.
We've been through, but as long as you
Hey,
got
K-Dot.
me, I don't need
Why I call you never pick up the phone?
For all this rain, I feel the same.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. A Lil Wayne feature on this song would be fire, dude. Like, actually, no, it's Maroon 3. That's what it is.
You a sellout, and I ain't buying.
Yo, Lil Wayne went, yo, if you like getting penis and getting cock. Oh shit, harmonica. That's kind of cool. See, my definition of vacation eyes is a little bit different. Vacation eyes for me is definitely when you're on the beach and you wear sunglasses, all right, so that you're able to look at everyone, all right, without them looking at you, all right? That's the real definition of vacation eyes, all right? Officer, listen, hey, hey, officer, look, it's not, hey, call my lawyer, okay? Listen, all right? I'm just exactly. No, I'm just looking off. Jon Bellion is a disease. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he's beyond. See, here's the thing about Jon Bellion. I don't think he's like. He's still a very niche artist. His influence isn't really that wide. Like, I don't think that he's like a plague on pop music or like he changed the landscape negatively. I really think he just sort of does his own thing, which I respect. And I think it honestly is very hit or miss. Sometimes it really comes through, and I'll be honest with you. I think the best part so far of this album is, yeah, like Jon Bellion. It's also some of the worst parts, like Celebration. Oh my god, what a fucking ugh. Well, the lyrics on Vacation Eyes are absolutely eye-rolly, and it's just tacky as hell, and I think the Jonas Brothers are easily the worst part here. If you're talking about the writing, I think that the sound of the song is fine. I like some of the production choices here, and I think it overall just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. Not something I'm super offended by. It's a shrug. Next track is worse. It's called Summertime in the Hamptons. It's by far the lowest rated track on this album by a landslide. Oh, Christ. Hi, Jon Bellion.
Sex like summer in the Hamptons. Sex like summer in the Hamptons.
Okay, this is literally AGR. This is what I mean when I say Jon Bellion's hit or miss.
I'm deep inside your sand. Different kind of warmness.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Bro, this is what I mean. I cringe at that line, I'm deep inside your sand, a different kind of warmness, but like, I listen to Schoolboy Q, and when he says like, I'm gonna keep it blunt, I'm gonna put this dick all up inside of you, I don't even blink, you know? But for some reason, this gives me the heebie-jeebies. Her pussy coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. I actually don't think this is the worst song of the album, mostly because I think that it does some unique stuff in the production. I still think that Celebrate's the worst song, but this one, honestly, pretty close second. I'm going to give it a red headphones. Reason being is, well, I do actually appreciate some of the production choices here. It's one of those that I feel like, yeah, just thinking about Jonas Brothers and sex is just something I'm not ready for, or may never be ready for. And I thought that sand being warm line was really weird. All right. Jonas Brothers took off purity rings, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that was the entire song. Sandwiched by the ocean. Summer Baby. Oh, Christ.
You're a fool, no problem, lucky I'm your baby spider, babe. Skyline, baby blue. Still catching feelings for you. Now we're dancing in the light.
Good layering here, actually.
All the way, hypersonic, make you shake.
I saw Shiny dancing on the floor.
Baby blue. Still
Oh.
you feel like Sonic dancing on the floor.
Yeah, Family Force 5. Nah. Is there a name for a song like this that are pleasant but have no substance at all? Yeah, it's called Vibe. She sucked my cock. Oh. Feels corporate? Yeah, but I like the sound of it. I think the bass is great. What do you prefer, Maroon 5 or Family Force 5? Definitely Maroon 5. I think Maroon 5 has some pretty bad lows, but I'd rather listen to Maroon 5 than Family Force 5. And Summer Baby, well, yeah, it's tacky. I think this outro is garbage. I love the sound of this one, man. It's a fucking earworm. I ain't even gonna lie. This one, I like the layering. I fuck with the instrumental, alright? You know, it kind of got that same effect as Waffle House. I ain't gonna lie, less smiley. But look, I cannot lie to you, alright? I like the sound of the song. There was so much about it I didn't like, but I didn't care, because by the end of it, I was like, you know what? It kind of translated, you know, sonically speaking. Okay, hey, I'm just here to tell you my honest feelings. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, all right? The clapping was horrible, I know. It was tacky, but, man, the good outweighed the bad. Little Bird. What is this, a live acoustic version? Wow, how daring.
DJ Khaled, we the best. Who we know.
Came in the world. Oh, I could cry 'cause your mother's conduct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 additional writers on this song. There's literally 7 additional writers on every song here.
'Cause I love you and I gotta leave you. Gotta believe it. We're flying to somebody else's arms.
Am I the only one willing to fight for the right of being white?
Little bird.
Am I the only one who's willing to fight in Fortnite? Am I the only one? As far as songs dedicated to singer's newborn child goes, is bad. Yeah, Branded by Motley Crue. That is a song that exists. I know what Little Bird is trying to do, but it just feels weirdly manufactured and super uninteresting. Like, I don't know, man. I didn't really feel it. You know what I mean? I think that, once again, there was like a lot of effort poured into certain production choices to sort of amplify this feeling, but to me, it just sort of went in one ear and out the other, and honestly was really boring. As insensitive as that could probably sound. Red headphones.
Dog.
Oh my god, guys, next song is Walls with Jon Bellion. Yeah, I break those walls down, girl. Yeah, you about to make that sound, girl. Damn, I'm like, you sound like a wolf. I hit that from the back. Yeah, like it's golf.
Ending like waterfall.
Hey.
Make the walls cry. The walls cry. The walls will cry.
Now, when I think of walls crying, I don't think of, like, paint coming off the walls, is all I'm gonna say, alright? Which, I mean, it's definitely the wholesome way of looking at it. I cry hard in the motherfucking paint! Audio jungle. fuck is this? Look out for yourself, so. This is a world premiere. Yeah, it's like having this big emotional ballad interrupted by someone literally going,
DJ Khaled, DJ Khaled, we the big dog featuring 40 aka the big no It's party time.
ADHD national anthem. Jon Bellion, man. Jon Bellion. What the fuck was this as we proceed to give you what you need bullshit, man? That was terrible. That was like that was logic levels of logic. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, give that last song a shrug. Because occasionally it would come through with an overwhelm, and I was interested at least, though I thought it was pretty poorly executed. Yeah, it seems about right. So, Jonas Brothers, the album. The only saving grace of this album, the only thing that I care about is also the thing that I feel like makes it such a shaky mess. Jon Bellion. I think that he brings an interesting style of production that I think either enhances the feelings in a positive way or enhances the feelings in a terrible, tacky, and negative way, such as Celebrate or Montana Sky, both of which I thought were endlessly tacky, and I felt like it was hammered in by the fact that Jon Bellion was making it even more, because that's what I feel like he does.
Very quickly, Dynamic asks, do you think that maybe something like album flow and consistency that's not accounted for by average scoring? Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing, is like I add up the scores to see a general idea. Even like the score of this album I think was slightly higher than I ended up giving it for that exact reason.
He makes things feel even more, which I think can come in handy. And I think that there are moments where it's like, wow, this feels like a more impactful experience because of his inclusion in it. But I also think that it straight up just doesn't always work. Now, the worst part of this entire album is the Jonas Brothers. They're just here to fill in space. I barely can tell what exactly it is that they like add to this project because it feels like they have so little to do with it. They have great vocals. They have good voices for the most part. You know, I'll just say, I won't say who, but I'll just say there is definitely an underdog here that sounds a little rusty. Their album V is garbage. I'm not interested. Not right now. But even though this is the lowest rated album from the Jonas Brothers, I genuinely found this to be at least interesting production-wise. But that's about all I can give it. I'm feeling strong 3, light 4. All right, my review is simple. Jon Bellion saves this many times with really lavish ideas that spice up an otherwise completely drab and empty listen. Besides that, nothing here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching over there on the VOD. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.